What Janie Godley did was beyond comprehension in terms of what you can and can't say in 2022, but it's all so quickly forgotten. And no mention of it. No mention of her unbelievable fall from grace in the media last year. Just talk of her cancer and how she's fought back to write a book.
Recently, we lost our son to a TikTok dare.
Which dare was this?
It was a challenge thing where kids they
Take your time.
ended up hanging themselves, basically.
Can we fuck off with all this nonsense, please? I am exhausted by what's going on. And can we not just have 2 weeks of pure joy to celebrate the life of the wonderful Her Majesty the Queen, who has been by our sides for our entire lives? But if you want to name these people, I'll give you a platform. I named the politician last week who is still being covered up as the man who allegedly sexually abused a 13-year-old boy. Yet the constituency haven't been formally told. Why is this man being covered up for? To protect the victims? No, it's not. They've got $500,000 to waste on these focus groups, but they haven't got $500,000 to put back into heating and energy, which is catastrophic, we hear, by the autumn as our bills keep rising and rising. And these very people who are white and not of colour, who gave money, somehow feel better because they bought this woman a black mansion. We have to say, Whoopi Goldberg, are you going to comment about this? Lenny Henry, I know you're busy doing adverts for Premier Inn, but could you get out of that bed, please, and explain yourself? You wanted to bang the drum for Black Lives Matter. Well, now it looks ridiculous. Meanwhile, Sadiq Khan apparently was invited to go and see Harry and Meghan. Interesting, they're not welcome on the balcony at Buckingham Palace, but Sadiq's popping in for a coffee, a low-fat crinkle, a few cheesy puffs and a ham shank with Meghan. These lefties stick together. They are a breed, and they are dangerous, and I don't like them. Anyway, that's not why you're called... Edit there, Targaryen, edit there. Right. So many problems and so few answers from our government. But don't worry, they're going to worry about the whippersnapper millennials sticking white powder up their nose, because that is my primary concern. I wish they'd stick more white powder up their nose. Maybe then they could do a fucking day's work and be a little more interesting. I have never taken cocaine. Well, I tried it once, but I didn't like the smell of it. What we have to say to them is, you've made a life choice, you're unhealthy, now go and fix yourself when you have a heart attack. You can't join the queue for healthy people at the NHS. No, you've chosen to eat 16 bacon sandwiches for your breakfast, 14 bowls of Cocoa Pops, 2 faggots and peas for your lunch, and 13 Big Macs and KFC for your dinner. Well, these are the choices and chances you take. And by putting your money in the jar like you do when you self-flagellate in the Catholic Church, you can get away with anything because you will be forgiven, providing, of course, the amount you put in the tin to make the church rich outweighs your sins, which, of course, as we know, in the real world is complete bollocks. Your crime is your crime, and no amount of money should buy your way out of it. Who do you think you are, Wagatha Christie? This guy wants to tell you you can't buy one, get one free. Well, I say, mind your own fucking business. You keep eating your foie gras and kale, and if I want 2 packs of penguins for £1, that is exactly what I'll get. Now fuck off. Yeah, okay, we'll move on. Why don't we move on back to Wanda and find out why these people haven't been sent yet, why we're spending over £6 million a day, and why our RNLI taxi service is being used to pick these people up when they should be saving babies just outside Isle of Wight, for example, who may have fallen off, I don't know, the Isle of Wight pier and currently be swimming towards Bournemouth to get to my show at Tivoli Wimborne Theatre this evening at 7:30. Yes, that was a plug.